when we first got started, I know it seems like back in the Stone Ages for some folks.
It was compared.
When we first got started, the most expensive piece of equipment we had to buy was a IBM Selectric typewriter that we paid $495 for as a reconditioned one. There were no copy machines at that point in time, and if you were doing whiteout on contracts and that type of thing, and then the old tests for the real estate commission, you had to memorize the termite clause because all had to be written in. So things have totally changed when it comes to the technology aspect of it. It's probably a testament to our flexibility, if you want to use that word, or nimbleness, or whatever word you want to use, is we've been able to make that transition from no technology, a typewriter, to the first copy machine, to fax machines, to now social media and the internet and all of those type of things. And from the time when every agent had to have a desk, it was almost like the state law that you had a desk and a phone for every person, to now they're, I think the word the techies want to use is hoteling. They come in and they plug in, or they're working out of the offices, but they're not necessarily needing a desk space. You needed a desk space before because that's where the phone was. Now the phone's in your pocket or your purse, and it goes everywhere you go. So that's a huge change in the way of technology.
Back then, we'd have to stop and find a payphone so we could make a call. I mean, we didn't have mobile phones. We didn't have a computer you could go to and figure out what a house note was. You had to have a book and flip pages till you found a rate at 6.5%, and $1,000 was going to be so much a month at 1%. And if they're borrowing $20,000, you had to multiply that by 20 to figure out what the house note was going to be.
What the house payment was.
No computers to do anything like that. And of course, if you're in your car, you were out of business because there wasn't such things as mobile phones. They were very crude, the ones that they were. And I can remember one time I had it put in my car. I thought I was really great, and I went out to Germantown, and nothing would happen. So I took it back to Bell South, and I said, "What's the matter? This phone won't work." They said, "Well, where are you?" I said, "Well, I'm out in Germantown where I do a lot of business." They said, "Well, we don't have a tower out there." I said, "Well, why did you sell my phone if it's not going to work for me?" But those were the early days.
That hadn't been that long ago. In
Yeah.
1992, we went into Nashville, and cell phones weren't really. They're starting to do a few in the cars, but I would go into Nashville, and there was a Shoney's right there on West End, and they had a payphone in the lobby, and I was making all the phone calls from that payphone in a Shoney's in the lobby there, trying to get office space, talking to agents, trying to get things started up in the Nashville market. So that's not that long ago. Not that long ago that cell phones have obviously changed, and the internet's changed the world, and continue to change the world. Change the world for real estate for sure.